Thank you, Brad. We talked about the public health crisis, the economic crisis, the border crisis, the national security crisis it causes. Now we're going to talk about the public safety crisis. As a representative from New York City, I can tell you that these cities run by radical Democrats that have decided it was a good idea to tie the hands of police departments and cut their funding are seeing record high levels of crime in their city, and it's got to stop. Government's first responsibility is to protect its citizenry. Yet in New York City, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Seattle, Salt Lake City, Portland, Hartford, Norman, Oklahoma, and Austin, Texas, we have seen the radical left take away those resources from our police, and the citizens are suffering. I'm here in Washington to spread that message. That's what's happening in my city of New York cannot continue to happen in cities across America. In New York City, shootings are up by 73% this past month of June compared to last year. And that is on top of a 97% increase from 2019 to 2020. Because of bail reform, Governor Cuomo's bail reform, we have seen 50% of criminals who are arrested for shooting someone being put back on the streets, and 9 out of 10 people who are arrested with firearms, illegal firearms, are released the very next day. And what does Nancy Pelosi want to do? She tried to sneak in the bail reform here in the COVID relief package. And when you gave them the opportunity, and think about that, think about what they're doing. When I put up language that says Congress condemns any attempts to defund, dismantle, or abolish the police, every single Democrat voted against that language. What is wrong with that language? And I assume every single person here would agree with it. Yet Nancy Pelosi is running around saying she wants to arrest people, my staff members who are vaccinated, arrest them if they're not wearing a mask. So where is their priority when it comes to public safety? In my district yesterday, an 88-year-old woman was, it was a gunpoint robbery in the middle of broad daylight, 3 p.m., an 88-year-old woman where they took her necklace. If she didn't give it to them, they were threatening to shoot her. And that's just the latest example of the ridiculous things that are happening in our cities because of the policies put in place by the Democrats. We stand for law and order. We support our police. And we will continue to push back against those hypocrites who want to abolish the police, defund the police, and then they walk around with their own personal security. Thank you very much.